Hello, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading for late May 2024. I hope you're doing well. Now, I've done a pre-shuffle to see what's going on for you in love, and it definitely feels like there's been an ending. Okay, the Death card was pretty determined to come out. Okay, it came out twice while I was shuffling. And I was asking, what brought about this ending? Well, it just feels like this relationship wasn't working. I mean, pretty simple. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You couldn't fix it. It definitely looks like your person was having some mental health issues. I got that before the 9 of Swords even came out for their energy, okay? So I'm definitely getting mental health challenges, whether they're struggling with depression or anxiety. I'm not sure, it's going to be different for all of you. But the reason why I was getting, mental health challenges was the moon in the reverse, actually. So there's things going on under the surface. Maybe they're grappling with some inner demons at the moment. I further clarified their energy and I got the 6 of Wands in the reverse, the 4 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. What this is telling me is they need to focus on their healing. 4 of Swords. They need to take some time out. They need a break. They need to have a rest. Recuperate after maybe a challenging time. Maybe they're recovering from a negative experience and they're feeling quite defeated. 6 of Wands in the reverse. All right. That's feelings of defeat, feeling like they don't have what it takes to make this work, and they need to focus on their own happiness. 9 of Cups. So there's something that they haven't processed. So I'm being drawn to these 2 bodies of water on these 2 cards that represent their energy, okay? So they've compartmentalized something that's happened in the past and they have failed to really address it properly. And so they won't be able to overcome their current challenges in life, represented by the mountain here, or, what I'm talking about. Until they process these feelings that they may have bottled. Okay, so I feel like you could have just gone, this is too hard for me. This is bigger than what I can fix. And it's like you just turned your back. We've got the 8 of Cups twice. So I know that this is your energy. You're the one that is moving on. You're moving past this relationship. You've got Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. So either the spark is no longer there, or the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is a relationship that just wasn't solid. You couldn't really build on it because the foundations were shaky, right? And it takes 2. It needed more than just you trying to figure everything out. So I feel like you liberated yourself from this connection. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. You freed yourself and you walked away, okay? We've got the Hierophant in the reverse. So, that can be a lack of common ground, or the 2 of you just didn't want the same thing, right? And we have the Chariot in the reverse here. So this is just things coming to a halt. So they weren't working. The 2 of you were moving in different directions. So that is what I'm getting. Pretty straightforward cards, really. So let's see what your person would say to you. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what would Cancer's person of interest. What do they want to say to Cancer, please? What do they want to say to Cancer? Yeah, I'm sorry for the way I treated you. I was acting from old patterns. They know that they're losing you and they don't want this to be over. You inspire this person. So maybe you've got it all together. You've got your life together. You are in a good place mentally and emotionally. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Maybe you were kind of like this person's rock for many of you. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What do they want to say to Cancer? What do they want to say? Because Cancer, you're very nurturing. And so this is probably why this person was drawn to you. But then, you know, you had to release yourself from this connection because you're empathic as well. So you kind of absorb other people's energy, and this person was at a real low point is what I'm getting. What does this person want to say to Cancer, please, Spirit? What does this person want to say? Yeah, they're missing you. They want to hold you again. They definitely don't want this to be over. Yeah, I have mother issues. They might have had a complicated relationship with a mother figure. Oh, father issues as well. So maybe unhealed issues from their childhood and their parental figures. They're saying, I have family and work obligations. I wish I could express my true feelings. I don't know how to have a healthy relationship. I'm healing in the silence. I regret what I said to you. I love you, but I'm not sure how this is going to change my life. They're heartbroken. They're saying that you are like no other. Again, they're sorry for the way that they treated you, and they don't want you to move on. They're worried about you moving on, okay? Yeah, again, they're saying, I feel like I'm losing you. I long to be with you. I know you are my person. I'm avoiding my feelings. It just seems easier. I'm thinking about our connection. I'm trying to understand. Okay. This person is quite distraught. All right. Let's have a look. We know that they want you to work things out, but I feel like maybe you're taking a strong stance. You were also, I forgot to tell you, you were also coming out as the Queen of Wands. So clearly you want to take your power back in this situation. You're standing your ground. You've got strong boundaries intact. And I feel like you reached your limit with this person. Okay, so let's have a look at your advice. That's the deck I wanted. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is Cancer's advice when it comes to this connection, when it comes to love generally. What is the advice for Cancer, please? What is the advice for Cancer, please? What is the advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? What is the advice for Cancer, please, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've taken responsibility for what you were experiencing. And you realize that you had the power to change the situation. So you've taken some kind of strong stance here. Interesting that there's a card that says, often in relationships when healing is taking place, we experience uncomfortable side effects and things seem to get worse. Healing is simply taking place and hidden poisons are coming up to the surface. So maybe you're wondering whether you made the right choice here, but the guidance is to keep the vision that you have for your love life, right? Start giving to yourself whatever your person was neglecting to give you, okay? So if this person wasn't making you feel valued, work on your self-worth, right? If this person wasn't giving you quality time, give yourself me time, you know? Do things that you want to do, like things that maybe you didn't do while you were busy nurturing this person. Because when we start giving whatever we want others to give to us, to ourselves, we then open the door for others to give it to us, right? And I feel like by taking a strong stance, you've taken your power back, you are respecting yourself and your boundaries, and therefore you're opening the door for others to respect you. So I feel like you're doing all the right things. Yeah, you've taken responsibility for what you're experiencing. You're taking responsibility for your own feelings. You've recognized that you are the one who can change your feelings, right? You no longer have to manipulate this person to do things differently in order for you to feel good. I feel like you need to just try not to stew in anger. You've got a card that says, when you become so angry with a person that you want to shut them out of your life, you need to know that there is something going on with you that has nothing to do with them. Because we're never distressed for the reasons we think. Recognize how much of your pain is really coming from past situations, probably most of it. So, very interesting. I mean, I know it was your person that was struggling mentally and emotionally, and they hadn't healed from past situations, but maybe they've dredged some things up for you that need releasing. You've got trust as the foundation of any relationship. Means knowing what you know about yourself and being willing to share that information with the other person involved, and believing that you can and will get through whatever happens. Maybe you're at that stage where, you know, you've stood your ground, and you're at that place of peace where if the two of you are meant to come back together, you will. But you don't have to, you know, do the heavy lifting anymore. Because there's a card that says you may have believed that there were things you had to do in order to get love. So, for example, you needed to continue nurturing this person and doing everything for them, bending over backwards for them in order for them to stay with you. But that got old, right? And you may have demanded that the other person do things for you to prove their love for you. But really, that's kind of like a codependent relationship, a transactional relationship. When love is actually simple, it's the courage to be who we are and allowing others to do the same. So I feel like you'll decide down the track whether you want to get back with this person based on one thing, whether you have enough in common to have a basis for growth. So right now you could be considering your values, the other person's values, your goals and whether they mesh, and also your love languages. It's really quite interesting because my two love languages, how I like to receive love, different from how I like to demonstrate my love, but how I like to receive love, physical and quality time. The problem is when one of those is missing, the other one is also. You can't really have physical touch if there's no quality time spent together, right? So think about the practical implications of your love languages. So, for example, a relationship's not going to work if your number one love language is quality time and you work night shifts and the other person is working day shifts and you're like two ships passing in the night. There's no opportunity to spend quality time. So think about whether your love languages are compatible. And that's what I'm getting in terms of your guidance so far. Let's have a look at what the tarot says is your best course of action. When it comes to this connection, please, Spirit, what is the best course of action for Cancer? When it comes to this connection, what is the best course of action? Yeah, I feel like it's you did the right thing in taking space from this, because the Five of Pentacles has come up. So this is leaving someone out in the cold, or it's kind of going your separate ways for now. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there needs to be enough time and space for the two of you to reflect on what went wrong here and whether what the two of you had is salvageable, okay? And that doesn't happen overnight. The other person has a lot of healing to do as well. So they're saying give this time, allow it to kind of unfold. Angels and Spirit, what is the, yeah, so stop you being the one to you know, keep this relationship afloat. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that there could be an imbalance of what you each have to offer the other. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the best course of action. So they're saying don't make any moves. That's your best course of action with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Really, it's up to the other person to do the necessary healing and they can take the action. Yeah, again, it's kind of reinforced by the Knight of Swords in the reverse position. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to say anything. Yeah, Ace of Swords in the reverse. I feel like silence right now would be good. Keep moving forward. Trust your intuition with the High Priestess in the reverse. And Death in the reverse is don't try to change the other person because they're responsible for their own healing, right? Let me see what you need to release. So with Surrender Your Ego, where I cut the deck here, I'm getting that your ego will try and convince you to kind of fix this, right? You think that it's your responsibility or you have the power to kind of turn things around. And I feel like your advice, your best course of action is to do the opposite, right? You know, because the ego wants to take matters into its own hands. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance. What does Cancer need to release, please, in love in late May 2024? Yeah, you've got surrender your need to always be right. Let this person learn from their own mistakes, right? You just need to let go of worry. Let go of all anxiety when it comes to this connection. When worries arise, just breathe them out of your body and focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Just keep moving forward and leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Okay, so that's what I'm being shown. Let's have a look at your crystal spirit message. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is Cancer's guidance in love. What is Cancer's guidance in love, please, in late May 2024? Okay, you've got Pneumite. Let's see what that is saying. What did I do with that guidebook? Just bear with me a second. So Pneumite is about inner power, and I do feel like, you know, with the Queen of Wands, you have taken a strong stance here. So you're recovering your sense of self. And the message is, when it comes to your relationships with others, building trust and intimacy is a process. Practice leads to results, for repetition develops skills. So just as you engage in a dance with a partner, leading and following, stay present in the moment, listening to signals and cues and being clear about what you need and desire. Yes, toes will get stepped on here and there, but it's how you and your partner deal with the inevitable missteps that allows you to develop a closeness that can stand up to even the biggest challenges. Practice, 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 and soon it will be second nature to express yourself in relationships in ways that reflect your highest aspirations for how you want to show up for others and what you want to experience. Cultivate love through practicing being loving. Okay, this is interesting because then it goes on to Pneumite being a crystal which carries the vibration of the wise elder or teacher. It says, when we are ready, this stone will assist us in diving down into the very depths of self in order to unearth and reclaim the lost or buried parts of us. And we did see cards throughout the reading talking about, you know, the other person not having faced up to some inner demons. You maybe were even unaware of certain things going on under the surface, that this person might have triggered some things for you as well. So the card is about you being encouraged to embrace and integrate the neglected pieces of who you are. Step into your power and once again know yourself as the perfect being that you've always been. Okay, this is such an interesting reading. Let me know if it's resonated with you in the comment section, and I'll see you again soon, Cancer. Bye.